Well, I'm excited for writing.
Yeah.
In this documentary, we'll be looking at the effects of labelling in crime. The first area we'll be looking at is primary and secondary deviance. Primary deviance is where an individual commits a deviant act, but there is no one to label them, so no further deviance is caused and it doesn't affect their life. For example, downloading illegal music or joining a nudist club. Secondary deviance, on the other hand, is where you get caught committing a deviant act, which leads to labelling. This can lead to a master status, where the individuals see themselves as a criminal delinquent or a bad person over the other things they are in life, such as their job title, a mother or father, and a good person. This then can lead to the self-fulfilling prophecy, causing a deviant act career as they can't escape their label, so they are alienated from society.
Go. Is there anything that you do that could be classed as deviant?
Well, yes, I'm a member of a nudist club, but because I'm with people that have the same values and no one else knows about it, it doesn't really affect my life.
Okay, thank you. Hi Louis, could you explain your experiences to us, please?
Me and my friends used to hang around the back of McDonald's and stuff. We didn't really cause any trouble. Just smoked a bit of weed and stuff, and then people started labelling us as druggies and stuff, and like antisocial.
Yeah.
So then that made us feel more like excluded, and then we just became more reserved and stuff, and started doing more serious drugs. And then that sort of developed, and now we're like helping the people that deal drugs to make a living.
As argued by Triplett, there is an increased tendency to see young offenders as evil. The criminal justice system have often relabelled status offences such as truancy as far more serious, which leads to harsher consequences. These findings add weight to the argument that negative labelling pushes offenders towards deviant careers, so a way to reduce deviance would be to enforce fewer rules for people to break, for example, decriminalising soft drugs, which may lead us to see a reduction of people with criminal convictions, therefore there being less risk of secondary deviance. A more positive role of the labelling process is distinguishing between reintegrative and disintegrative shaming. Reintegrative labels the act but not the actor as criminal, therefore making it easier to reintegrate into society. However, disintegrative shaming involves not only labelling as an actor as a crime, but also labelling the person as criminal, meaning the offender is completely excluded from society.
Hi Brooke, can you explain your experiences to us, please?
Yeah. Hi, I'm Brooke, and I did 3 years of prison and community service for drink driving. Leading up to my prison sentence, I was called many names such as a danger, alcoholic, and reckless. This made me feel like a bad person, and I felt like a criminal. And over a stupid drunken mistake, I regret. Now I've lost my job and friends, and I feel very alienated. So now I have to shoplift to put food on the table.
Thank you. And Will, could you explain your experiences to us, please?
Hi, I'm Will. I was in a rehab centre for 4 months to help me with my alcohol problem, as I was caught drink driving. I knew my drinking was a problem, but as my centre never made me feel guilty, it was much easier to integrate back into society. I now work in a good job and have been sober for 3 years. It's in my past now, and I don't see what happened as affecting my life now or in the future.
Thank you, guys.
So what was your study? I studied the societal reaction of
mods and rockers, which were groups of youths disturbing English seasides in the 1970s.
And how was this amplified?
I believe the press exaggeration exaggerated this, which led to moral panic as the town residents began to exaggerate and label the extent due to how it was portrayed by the media.
So what was the result of the war?
There was a dramatic increase in the amount of youth being arrested, which led to harsher punishments by the courts, which confirmed their labels.
Labelling theorists describe the deviant amplification spiral as a process in which the attempt to control deviance leads to an increase in the level of deviance, leading to greater attempts to control it, and this produces higher levels of deviance. The amplification cycle is similar to Lemmert's idea of secondary deviance because the societal reaction to an initial deviant act is not successful control of deviance, which leads to greater reaction, illustrating an important difference between labelling theory and functionalists of deviance.